Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, today UPS delivered to my house the newest DJI drone, the DJI Mini 2 SE, or in my case, we've renamed this one the DeMarco Mini 2 SE after my friend DeMarco Moore. This continues the tradition of naming my Mini SE drones after my friends. The one before this was the Johnny Mini SE. But in any case, this guy is here, and I want to put it up in the air, check it out. I don't expect any big surprises. It's going to fly like the Mini 2, I'm quite sure. It's basically the same drone essentially with some other changes, and we'll talk about those when we get it in the air. But one of the biggest things is it does come with the RCN1 controller. So let's quit messing around. Let's get this drone in the air, and then we'll talk about some of the differences between this, the Mini 2, and the Mini SE. Just looking at them, I can tell you an easy way to tell is this does not have the little light on the front of it like the Mini 2 does, that you can change on the back. This is just a light on the back of this one. On the Mini 2, it's a button and you can change that light on the front. One of the many things. Anyway, let's quit messing around. Let's get this guy unfolded, and yeah, got that off of there. Let's get this bird in the air. Hey, one more thing before we take off here. I just got the regular version of this. I didn't get the Fly More kit. So I did just buy a little case off of Amazon. This little guy was like, I think $16.99 or something like that. Really cheap and a pretty handy way to keep everything organized. The drone didn't ask for a compass calibration, but I did one anyway. I set my max altitude was already set at 120 meters. That's max legal. I moved the max distance to no limit and returned to home altitude where I'm at here. Default it's at 100 meters. I moved it to 35. So yeah, let's click on the About page in case you're interested in what the firmware package is. It's right there, and what app I'm using. I got the newest Fly app 1.9.5. So yeah, let's switch this guy into video mode. And we can talk about that as we do that. One of the things, the max video resolution on this guy is 2.7K 30 frames per second. It's on 1080p right now. And I think, yeah, 1080p, you could switch it all the way up to 60 if you wanted to, which I would if I was shooting in 1080p. But the max we can get in 2.7K is 30 frames per second, as opposed to the Mini 2, you can shoot in 4K 30, and in 2.7K you can shoot in 60 frames per second. Let's start recording. And by the way, the resolutions are the same with the Mini SE, the little Mini SE. So let's go ahead and do an auto takeoff on the app. Maybe. There we go. And there's that little guy, first time in the air, perfect hover. Telling us we're in an altitude zone. We know that. It grabbed its home point. You always want to check for that. We got a little bit of wind today, but let's bring it in here. Let's bring it on into the camera. I got the camera set up on my on the top of my car here, so you can see that little gimbal in action there as it's moving. Everything is, you know, just as we would expect it. Sounds like a Mini 2 to me. I'm going to move it around here, and we're going to do our droney. Let's quit messing around and get our droney done. So dropping that camera down a little bit, and yeah, reversing up now, reverse and up. And there we go. It feels a lot like the Mini 2. Really quick little drone. This is, I just, you know, you just can't say enough about DJI. Man, they just handle so good, and they fly so good. So look at that, perfectly flat horizon. I like that as well. So let's just do a quick flight around with this guy, and we can talk a little bit about some of the features of the drone. So I'm just going to move it straight forward here. grab a little altitude. Well, heck, let's kick it in high gear. We're in normal mode. Should get up to about 10 meters per second. There's 9, and it's cruising right along, 9.4. Yeah, there's 10 meters per second, right over the top of the school. And then we'll turn around and go the other way. So that's worth talking about. Top speed on this guy in normal mode is 10 meters per second, and we achieved that just now, just a little bit more than. In sport mode, it's 16 meters per second, which is exactly the same as the Mini 2. So we'll try that. Now the top speed for the Mini SE is only 13 meters per second. So it's a little bit slower, not quite as fast. So let's kick it into sport mode here, go in the other direction. I'm going to pick up that camera just a little bit, full stick forward, and let's see. Yeah, and it kicked the gimbal down there, which it's going to do. And it gives us that warning on screen when it's in sport mode. But yeah, we're almost at 16 meters per second, and it's moving, man. There, yeah, there's 16 meters per second right there. Okay, let's go over here and let's go over the top of the school. I'll tell you what, this is a quick little drone. Yeah, that's going to be the biggest difference between this and the little Mini SE is speed. So let's move it around here, and I'll have to kick that camera back up and to get a look at the Boise front there. I'm back in normal mode here. So that's the other thing I want to talk about is transmission distance. We're about 240 meters away. Max transmission distance is 10 kilometers with this OcuSync 2 that you get with the RC-N1 controller as opposed to the older style controller on the Mini SE. Identical for the Mini 2, only 4 kilometers for the Mini SE. It's a Wi-Fi drone. Again, this guy is OcuSync 2. Same camera sensor on all 3 drones, 1/2.3. Effective pixels, 12 megapixels. There is a difference in bit rate. This has a 100 megabit bit rate. That's how much information is in that video. And that's only 40 on the Mini SE. I'll tell you, the Mini SE still looks darn good. The same bit rate for the Mini 2. And we talked about video resolution already. Oh, another thing we're going to talk about, let's stop here and take some pictures. This guy will shoot in DNG or RAW. So what it does, you put it in mode where it's JPEG and DNG. The Mini, and same with the Mini 2, the Mini SE will only shoot in JPEG. So let's stop recording, and I'm going to click on that film strip at the top. We're going to go back into photo mode here, and you're going to see some things on this that you will not see on the Mini SE. The Mini SE has time shots like this one does, or single photo, but what it does not have is automatic exposure bracketing. So let's take an AEB shot, and what you'll see is one, you'll see it take 3 pictures, one overexposed, one as it thinks it should be exposed, and one underexposed. So let's do that right now. There's one. Well, maybe it took them all there. I don't know. But anyway, it would have taken 3 pictures. So let's go back into the next mode that this drone has that the Mini SE does not have, and that is panos. So I didn't realize you can do a sphere with this guy, which is pretty cool. A 180 and a wide angle. You cannot do any of this on the Mini SE. The standard Mini SE does not do panos. So let's do a 180 here real quick, and it's going to take, I can't remember how many pictures, quite a few. So we'll let it, well, it's 50% done. I think that's 6. Yeah, so it took 6 pictures for the wide angle. So let's click on that little pano picture again. Or that was the 180, excuse me, that we just did. Let's do the wide angle. And it'll take many more pictures. I think 9 or more with this one. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, that's what I thought. And it'll stitch them together. So you will find those pictures. You should be able to find them in the app or on the camera roll of your drone. It automatically stitches them together for you. So then let's see. Let's go back into video mode here real quick. And we'll try out a quick shot here in a second. So start video again. And I'm going to yaw around to the drone's left. And by the way, it does have Cine mode as well, which is just slows everything down. Well, we might as well show that. Let me put it in Cine mode. I'm in Cine mode here, full stick forward. And we are doing, yeah, about 5 meters per second. It says 6 meters per second is the top speed, is what the specifications say. And that's only 4 meters per second on the Mini SE. So, well, let's take advantage of that, and let's go over here to our favorite cell phone tower. And let's just do a quick, we'll just do a quick loop around the cell phone tower. By the way, my understanding is this guy does have zoom as well. So I'm going to click the function button here and see if I can zoom in, and I can. Look at that, 3 times zoom in 2.7K. So let's go back out to normal. And I'm holding down the function button and using the scroll wheel to do that. Back out to normal, and let's move in a little bit further here. Let's see if we can get a little closer to this guy. And I'm going to drop the camera down, and we're going to do just a little bit of an orbit around it. And then I am not going to go through all of the quick shots, but what we're going to do is we're going to try the one quick shot that this drone has that the Mini SE does not. So let's see if we can complete this orbit around here. And again, the DJI's flight controls are just stunningly good. They are just amazing. Yeah, look at that. Okay, and you know, often I'll fly a drone out here, and if I have any kind of connection problems, some of the little, I'll call them bargain drones, some may even call them toy drones that, you know, you buy off of Amazon, and people always tell me, well, didn't you see that cell phone tower over there? That's why you're losing connection. Well, it doesn't happen with the DJI drones. I don't know what to say. So I'm going to walk out into the field here. I wish this guy had tracking, and we're going to try the boomerang mode. Okay, we're bringing her down and in. Come on down. And we're going to go back into normal mode here, although I don't think that makes any difference. So yeah, a little good gust of wind just came up. We're going to stop recording. I'm going to click on that film strip again. Maybe. There we go. Click on quick shots, and we'll see at the very bottom, there's boomerang. So we're going to click on boomerang, and it should be able to grab me here. I'm going to back it up just a little, and we're going to click that plus sign that's on me, and it's got me, and it's going to go clockwise. We're going to click start. And it's kind of going to do kind of a big peanut motion. It's going to go up and then back down. And it's started now. And it's only shooting this in 1080p. I could have selected 2.7K and did not do it. But there you see it's backing up. I am going to warn you, with this drone, there is no obstacle avoidance. You could do these kind of automated flight modes, and the drone would not know any better, and you could send it right into a building or a tree or something. So pay attention to your area. That's why I'm out in this field. So I'm clicking on that again. Let's do a Helix. I love the Helix. It's one of my favorites. Clicking on the plus sign, you see it highlights me. Let's go the other direction this time. Let's go counterclockwise. We're going to click start. It counts down. And oh, I left it in 1080p. I should have changed that to 2.7, but that's okay. And what the drone is going to do now, most everybody's probably seen this before, it does a big corkscrew. That would be a very difficult move to do on your own without just trying to do it manually. It'd be tough to do. And I like the way it speeds up as it goes. And so yeah, now it's done and it'll return, and I really like that. I like that it returns. I know that's a little bit controversial, but that's what I like. So, okay, that's enough of that. I'm not going to go through all of those quick shots. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to go back into video mode. And well, you know what? I didn't show you all the other quick shots. There's circle, rocket, and droney. So you guys saw that on the screen. So you really have 5. You got droney, you got rocket, you got circle, helix, and boomerang. That's what you have on this drone. But let's go back into video mode, and we're 2.7K 30 frames per second, and we're in normal mode. Let's pick it up, and let's just do a little flyabout here. Let me pick that camera up. Yeah, that was too much. I'm being too quick on that wheel. So we'll go kind of both directions. I'll kind of send it right in kind of towards the sun. If I point up, yeah, you can kind of see the sun right about there. It's not the winter sun anymore, it's the springtime sun. Let's go forward. We're going right into the sun here. Full tilt forward. And let's kind of just walk around the take a little tour around the school here. You guys have seen this territory before. I'm grabbing a little bit more altitude. And then we'll come back the other way so you'll be able to see how it looks with the sun at its back as well. A little bit of wind picked up here. Supposed to be like 16-mile-an-hour gusts or something. Pretty mild day today. Yesterday morning I woke up to snow on the ground, and as you can see I'm in shirt sleeves right now, so yeah, a little bit of a change. Okay, let's go to the other corner over here, and then let's go back the other direction. Let's turn it. And we'll go back over Discovery School, and then we'll do a return to home. So let's throw it in sport mode one more time. So it's in sport mode, and I'm going to see if I can get it pointed right where I need it to go. I'm going to push that right stick full forward. We should see the gimbal drop here as soon as we get going. Full stick forward. Now that gimbal is holding its own. That's good. 15 meters per second. Yeah, the gimbal is staying perfectly straight forward. There's the top speed of 16 meters per second. That's moving right along, folks. That's right around 35 miles an hour or even a little bit more. Yeah, no complaints there. We're down to 32% battery. Let's bring this guy on home. I don't know how long we've been flying, but we've had it going for a while, and I did the update with this battery too. Back into normal mode. I'm going to do a return to home on the controller, holding the button down, and it took that command immediately. And this drone makes no pretenses at precision landing. So we're going to go right by my favorite cell phone tower on the way home. And we're at 39 meters high, so we were already higher than what I had set for the return to home height. And that's me dropping the gimbal down as we come home. And I'm going to get that camera pointed straight down, and let's see. Whoops, it kicked it back up a little bit when it came to a stop. Yeah, it looks like, you know, the X there, it's going to be pretty close. Like I said, this drone does not pretend to have precision landing, so I certainly don't expect it. And it looks like if it lands right on the X there, it's going to be within, I don't know, a few feet of the, 3 or 4 feet of the landing pad. I'm walking around, see if I can get in front of it, and it'll pick up the camera as it comes down. I walked to the wrong side. Yeah, now it'll pick up the camera here. I was thinking the drone was pointed the other way. It says unsuitable for landing. I don't know why it thinks that. It's probably because it's just concrete. So I'm holding the left stick straight down. We'll put it into landing mode. The thing that you're going to want to remember about this drone and really all DJI Mini drones is to stop recording after you land. That way you don't corrupt a file. Let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay, the DeMarco Mini 2 SE. Wow, you saw the performance. It was as I expected, very similar to the Mini 2. In fact, exactly like the Mini 2. A really quick little drone. I mean, it moves right along, very smooth, easy to control. All the functions work as they should. As usual with the DJI Mini drones, just an absolute pleasure to fly right out of the box. Very easy to fly. The big thing about this guy, what is the biggest thing about this drone that makes it amazing? $339. This whole kit with the RCN1 controller, OcuSync 2, and the drone and a battery for $339. That is a tremendous buy. Most of those so-called bargain drones that you see on Amazon and some of the other websites are either more expensive than that and don't have the capabilities and don't fly and work like a drone like this. For a first drone, somebody just starting out, for somebody that's just a casual drone flyer, you know, it's not their main hobby, but it's something that they want to do once in a while, perfect drone. And for everybody else, if you just want a drone you can keep in your car to have it when you want to do something, hey, it's not, you know, you're not breaking the bank to do it. It's $40 more than the original Mini SE, $339, and you get all that extra capability that you get with OcuSync 2, plus you get the Panos, which is not a small thing. The connection itself is probably worth the price, and you get the extra power and speed that you get with this guy. So anyway, that's just a quick introduction. I'm going to do a lot more with this drone. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out, and if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I so appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And yeah, we're going to see you on the next one. Bye now.